At 5, I told her I'd take her higher than she's ever been before, and look where we ended up.
He did.
On top of the Mackinaw Bridge. This is Cassie Wesley from One Life to Live, soap opera phenom, but one of the many up here at Soap Opera Fanfare Part 2, and that's what we're talking about today. Go away, people. I got to practice. Oh, Cassie.
Oh, Gerry.
There's a whole lot of hugging going on at the Soap Opera Fanfare. This is Gene Cooper from The Young and the Restless right here, and this is kind of what happens. Folks come up and get to meet the stars of their choice and maybe take a memento home. But if Soap Opera Fanfare kicked off earlier this morning at about, I'd say, little afternoon, and boy, it was a grand affair. The big ribbon-cutting signaled the beginning of a 4-day fete. They figure they'll have about 22 stars over the 4-day run. They could have as many as 30,000 people coming up here to Mackinaw City. And I'll tell you what, if you ever wanted to meet some of the people that you've been watching on TV, this is the place to do it, because they're all so darn friendly and receptive to hearing what it is that you want to say and the questions you want to ask. But right now, let's take a look from high in the sky at the Soap Opera Fanfare tent situation. 34,000 square feet of fun waiting to be had out here. It's right on the water, so you couldn't ask for a better setting. But not all the action happens right out here. Also in town, folks, you can find the stars in the craziest of places, like we did early this morning. Let's go and have a little bit of breakfast with some people who have been entertaining us for years. The Pancake Chef is famous for its chicken, fish, steaks, and cakes. But today, they were also featuring a heaping helping of ham.
Just the other.
Because today was the day that soap opera stars and their fans got to get up close and personal with each other. Look, it's Nathan Purdie of One Life to Live. And there's Kimberlin Brown of The Bold and the Beautiful. And Charles Keating, that scallywag, is doing his usual charming of the ladies.
I'm here to see everybody. Right now I'm standing in line for Susan Keith to get her autograph. Got her picture last year at the other restaurant. So I'll get her to sign my picture this year.
Yes, there were an awful lot of autographs being asked for, but Susan Keith of Loving handled it like a pro.
I got come prepared with pens. You have to have lots of pens. And they run out. And these are the best. Sharpies. I just get paid for commercials for this.
Yeah. Get over here. See, it's that easy. Yeah, that's why I get out of bed in the morning. What a stud. But not all the fans were into lip locks, even if the opportunity presented itself. So you weren't scared to go up to the stars?
No, I never scared.
Did you give him a kiss?
I give him a hug.
Yeah?
Yes.
Now give me a kiss?
I give you a hug.
See? She's begrudging with those kisses. But she won't let go with the hug. Victoria, stop it. Victoria.
I wish I could take you home.
Oh, boy, what a cute woman she was. Folks, behind the scenes, look right now at what the soap opera stars have on their tables. A little bit of cold cut and crackers, some certs, and, of course, that good old Mackinaw fudge. Recognize her? Gene Cooper, Young and the Restless, one of the many stars here. But when we come back, we're going to take you over there, that's right, to the big bridge, where earlier today, we did a gut check on one of the soap opera stars, female division, to see if she had what it took to go up the inside of the bridge and climb all the way to the top. We'll bring you that story when Live at 5 returns. Right there, the Mackinaw Bridge. We've all driven over it innumerable times, but the question is, how many of you folks at home have been up inside the bridge? Well, that was the question we asked today of this woman right here. This is Cassie Wesley of One Life to Live, and she looks pretty and a little bit fragile, we thought, but we said, Cassie, are you woman enough to take the trip up the bridge with us? And here was her reply.
If you can fit in here, Gerry.
Oh, Cassie, we're going to have problems, I can tell.
Here I come. I'm dropping money.
Boy, oh boy. She's one kind of an eager woman. She wants to get up to the top. Ooh.
Come on.
I'm coming.
Come on.
I'm coming, Cassie. I feel like I'm married to you or something.
Hurry up. Well, this is about as intimate as we're going to get. Oh. Come on, Gerry. I tell you what, he is as slow as Christmas. Is he this slow all the time? Come on.
Why, yes, I am. I'm not slow. I'm careful.
You are.
So what do you think about it so far?
It's a lovely very delightful experience. Excuse me, but is there a hole where somebody sucked my brain out?
Wait, thank you for coming along. I really appreciate this.
Thank you so much. There are rope burns on my hands where he's been dragging me. Actually, the toughest part is getting him through these holes right here.
Hey, I'm losing weight. I think I'm bleeding down here.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, but now comes the tough part because we got to go up a ladder. You up for that?
Excuse me?
Up a ladder. I'll
You
push
didn't
you.
say anything about
I'll push you.
a ladder.
Up a ladder.
Okay, now where are you going to place your hand? Oh, I'm just kidding.
Strategically and puritanically, of course.
Oh, puritanically.
Yes, I am.
Jerry, are you behind me? Let's go.
And I'm back here having an M&M with Cass.
Come on.
Does it ever get any bigger in here?
Hey, here's a bigger hole.
Oh.
Jerry!
Cassie! So now, Cass, this is the tough part here. You up for it? Hey.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at those white suede bucks go.
Oh, my legs are too long. Oh, Jerry! Stop that!
I'm just trying to help you, Cass.
Jerry, turn your light on and put your hand where it's supposed to be.
I think it's supposed to be where it is.
Sorry. Did I kick you in the head?
Right in the head.
Sorry. Come on, Jerry. Oh, there he is. Come on, Jerry. Oh, my gosh. Barnaby, it's worth the trip. Oh, man, it's beautiful. Jerry?
Yes, ma'am.
Check it out.
Actually, Cass, where I'm sitting, the view is nicer coming up. Following you up, going, woo. Boy, this is sweet. Dang.
Yes, you did it.
Nice. Look at the view. Man, look how high up we are. You ever been up this high?
No, I haven't. How about you? You probably live this high.
I live in the clouds. But now that we're up here, what are we going to do?
You got a fishing pole?
Not one with enough string. How about spitting?
Let's go. Ready?
Okay.
No, wait. Which way's the wind blowing?
Looks not too good for me. Let's see. Looks like your big hawker's coming this way.
You go.
Oh, that was kind of a fragmented spit.
Right underneath it. Gonna put the window
Big goober.
up.
Give a big goober down
I
there.
can't be doing this on national television.
There's your goober for you.
Obviously, he doesn't chew tobacco. He doesn't really know how to spit. You gotta go.
Country girl.
That's right. Barnaby, let's go to the top. Ready?
What, more climbing?
More climbing. Yeah,
Oh, boy.
these are wuss stairs, so you can handle it.
You have to seek therapy after this.
That's right. Yes. Should we sing our little ditty?
We got a little ditty to sing?
Now, this is how we get down. There's called a Batman chute, and we stick Jerry in this tunnel. Can you show this little tube here? And he goes all the way down. That's how Jerry gets down.
I'm scared.
We did it! What is today?
June 1st.
June 1st, 1995. Woohoo!
Oh, little leg kick there.
Woohoo!
Rockettes. Woohoo! Boy, I tell you what, I had a great time up there, and my hat's off to Cassie for really kind of pushing me along right there. Look at this woman right here. This is Jane Nagy, and will you look at the outfit? You must be a big soap opera fan, are you, Jane?
I'm a big Trevor Dillon fan. The loud colors.
Now, how often have you come up here? This is the second year. You been here both years?
Yes, I'm going to come every year that he's here, too. This is my picture from last year here. I was going to have him sign it this year.
So do you figure you can get on, I don't know, like a nice footing with the stars here? You can just walk right up to them, give them a kiss if you want?
Yes, look what happened to me. I'm on TV.
See, anything can happen up here at the Soap Opera Fan Fair. And, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk to the object of her desire. That man right there with the hands all over him. James Kybert of All My Children. We're going to find out what it's like to be a soap star and have all these fans coming at you. I think you'll find the answer to be quite interesting. We're going to get to it when Live at 5 returns. Very nice. Folks, recognize this guy from All My Children. It's James Kybert. And here you are in your little gazebo here. You've been here since probably 1 o'clock. Exactly. Got some videotape. Non-stop.
Never took a break.
You're a professional.
Never took a break.
That's right. We got some videotape of what this man had to go through for the past number of hours. So while we watch you hobnob with the fans,
Yeah.
what's it like to come here and do that?
I love it. Originally, I was supposed to be here for 4 days, but they cut me out. I'm only coming in for 1 day. But doesn't mean I couldn't make a bang. I mean, we raised a few $1,000 for UNICEF because the fans support the Trevor Tie concept, and also T-shirts and stuff, all for UNICEF. It's been great. They just love meeting them, and they tell me how much they care about children and how much they like the show. And my motto is, all our children, right?
That's right.
I want all my children. I work for all our children.
That's right. And let's talk about that just for a second. If we come back to live and get off the tape, we see a beautiful jacket right here. I mean, I know you're an artist, but this represents the cause that you are so heavily involved in. And what is that cause?
It's UNICEF. 35,000 kids die every day of things that we can prevent. And for a cost of, say, $0.25, UNICEF saves a kid's life. It's a great, great deal.
And so what you do is you sell ties here.
Yep.
That I guess are given to you by fans. They ask you to wear it on the air.
Yep.
And then
every tie I wear on the show comes from a fan. And the ties that, when I wear the tie on the show, I take a picture of myself in the tie and I send it out to the fan, letting them know when their tie is going to be the star of all my children. And the ones that don't get on the show, I paint on and draw on. And for a contribution of $20 to UNICEF, the fan gets a piece of all my children. Good deal.
Excellent deal. I'll buy one of those ties.
You will?
Have to do a little shopping first, though, because I don't think that's my color.
How about this one?
Hey, how about all of them?
How about this one?
That's me.
That's him. Don't you think that's him?
That's me. Hey, thanks, James.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Great to meet you.
Yep. Folks, when we come back, we're going to be talking about the soap opera fan fair, how you can get involved, because we still have three big days left. So stay tuned for that info and buy a Trevor tie. The Soap Opera Fan Fair #2 has a couple more days, actually 3 days left in it, and we want to get you the information necessary so you can come up here to Mackinaw City to enjoy it. It really is a fun affair, up close and personal with your favorite soap opera stars, and even if you're not all that into the soaps, come on up here for a wonderful vacation opportunity. The weather is wonderful, and a lot of great events, like later tonight. We're going to have a party out on the beach with the stars. There's going to be people singing and acting and dancing, so it really is a down-home affair. The tickets for the weekend would be $95. A one-day pass is only about $40, but you can call the hotline if you want some more information. The number there is 771-9618, but the important thing to remember is it goes from now straight through until Sunday, and they say the weather's going to be beautiful up here, and I'll tell you what, Mackinaw City is a good place to spend the weekend. Right, Suzanne Jiha, and that movie star-looking man to your side.
Well, I've been there many times. I love it up there. It is a great place to stay.
I would love to live up there.
Well,
Wouldn't it be grand?
Let's take a trip up there.
Yeah, I don't think they have a television station up there, though.
Thanks, Jerry.
Really not all that steamy. I mean, you were working here. We are professionals. I mean, do you want a lesson in how we do it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You have to remember that for the camera, we have downstage kisses and upstage kisses. So it's first my nose, then your nose, then my nose. Got it? I always get the extra shot. And you do not ever mess my hair.
And this is what we're talking about today on Live at 5, folks. Soap opera kisses. There's going to be plenty of it.
One arm here.
Baby,
one arm there. I'm downstage first.
A line of work, honey, I swear. I'm not getting anything out of it except extreme pleasure. Okay, what we're talking about today at Soap Opera Fan Fair is the fact that there is a lot of kissing going on here, folks, and one of the most noted kissers in the daytime soap arena is a gentleman I'm going to introduce you to in just a second. But first, let me roll back the hands of time and show you my little kissing thing that's going to get me in so much trouble. Me and Susan Keith of the Soap Opera Loving going at it in what appears to be kind of a steamy fashion, but I got to tell you, folks, it's clinical stuff because these people are professionals. Now, here he is. Look at that bristling stud right there. His name is Buck. That's the character he plays on the Soap Opera Loving. And here's the woman he's going to be loving, randomly picked from our viewing audience. It's Jody from Grand Rapids. So what Buck is going to do here is he's going to teach you how to kiss soap opera style. You up for that?
Okay, I'm ready for it.
Yes, she is. I can smell her sweet breath from here.
Oh, it's not sweet yet.
Oh.
See, that's the first thing we have to do before a soap opera kiss.
Yes.
We both make sure that we are going to taste the same taste.
Ah.
So, put your tongue out.
A little dabble, do you? Look at that quivering tongue.
Okay. See, now we're ready.
I sense some tension here, folks.
Okay, now we're looking at each other's eyes. Now this is the first kiss. You know how when you give that first kiss and it's very gentle?
Right.
Which camera am I on? Over here? Okay, this is the first gentle kiss. Now I'm going to turn my head that way so you see it all. Okay, you ready?
Boy, biology was never this explicit, was it?
That's the first gentle kiss. Now, are we ready for the big one? Okay, this is the big kiss. You got it on that camera, too? Okay.
Wait a minute. This reporter being up close and personal, I think there's a little bit of tongue hockey going on here.
Got it. And I get paid for that.
Wait a minute. Now, what was that like?
I can't imagine explaining it.
Well, now, are you married?
Yes.
Oh, no need to explain. The letter is already in the mail. Hey, Buck, thanks so much. Really appreciate that. Philip Brown of The Loving Soap Opera, and Jody, A Woman in Trouble.
Thanks,
folks,
Jody.
when we come back, we're talking about another facet of the soap opera fanfare, and that is the performances that go on here at night. Got a real treat in store for you. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Singer as well as an actress, and that's what's happening here at the Soap Opera Fanfare. Not only do you, the general public, get to come and meet the stars of your dreams, possibly, but also at nighttime they let their hair hang down and they perform for you. Want to see another performance? Watch this.
When I was just a wee tot, they took me from my wee cot. Just like that. They put me on my wee pot to see if I'd wee or not wee. And when they saw that I would not, they took me off my wee pot. And they put me in my wee cot. And then I'd give them all I got.
Charles Keating and Victoria Wyndham have a polish and a presence that comes only with years of acting experience. These days, they spend much of their time portraying Carl and Rachel Hutchins on the television soap opera Another World. But every chance they get, they gravitate back to the stage.
We're doing this piece now as a hit and run. We just fly in one night, perform it the next night, and fly back, because that's about the only amount of time that we have. So if you want to see us performing on stage live, you got to be quick.
The newborn infant song. When I was 20 inches long, I could not hear the thrush's song. The radiance of morning skies was most displeasing to my eyes. For loving looks, caressing words, I cared no more than sun nor birds. But I could bite my mother's breast, and that made up for all the rest.
It's important for your muscle, for your performer muscle. Like last night, the reaction, you would come into a tent, so that it reminds you really of the old days, I think, you know, the circus and the traveling players, where you better hold them or they'll walk away.
Oh, little cabbages.
You know, and you've got to pull that audience into the material, if you can. And that's great fun to do. It's easier in a theater than in a tent.
Oh, much easier.
It's easier in a tent than on a street corner.
Yeah.
But that's the job. I've got a wonderful story to tell you. Please listen. It'll be worth it.
One evening last October, when I was far from sober, returning to my home with manly pride, my feet began to stutter, so I lay down in the gutter, and a pig came near and lay down by my side. It was wintry, dark and raining, but we lay without complaining, till a lady passing by was heard to say, "You can tell a man who boozes for the company he chooses." And the pig got up and slowly walked away.
Mother doesn't want a dog. Mother says they smell. And never sit when you say sit, or even when you yell. And when you come home late at night and there's ice and snow, you have to go back out because the dumb dog has to go. Mother doesn't want a dog. She's making a mistake, because more than a dog, I think, she will not want this snake.
It's a real need to get out and stretch as an actor. And and explore other characters and other forms of working and other, it's a totally different technique working on the theater than it is working in television.
May I touch, said he.
How much, said he?
A lot, said he.
Why not, said he?
Let go, said he.
How too far, said he?
What's too far, said he.
Where you are, said he.
May I move, said he.
Is it love, said she?
If you're willing, said he.
But you're feeling, said she.
Where's the life, said he.
But you're right, said she.
Now, said he.
Oh, said she.
Stop, said he.
Don't stop, said she.
Oh, no, said he.
Go slow, said she.
Come up, said he.
Oh, said she.
You're too fine, said he.
You are mine, said she.
Folks, if you'd like to go see Charles Keating and Victoria Wyndham do their thing, they're playing at the Sheboygan Opera House tomorrow night starting at 8 o'clock. That's just about 15 minutes outside of Mackinaw City. It's only $12 for the performance, $25 if you want to partake of the reception that follows. Hey, when we come back, we got this new thing happening here. It's called Soap Opera and Star Trek Calling Cards, where you can kind of get inside tracks on what plot lines will be and also even leave a message for the star of your choice. We'll tell you how you can get involved when Live at 5 returns. It's a credit card of sorts, and it can get you some really cool things. Joining me now is a man who's pioneering this effort. This is Gerry Barnaby, and is with the Soap Connection, as I see right here. What is that, Larry?
The Soap Connection is a new way for fans of soaps and stars to get together and stay in touch. It's a totally interactive program where soap fans can call in and hear messages from their favorite soap stars. They can play trivia games that connect to their favorite show storylines. They can also catch up with backstory lines from the week before. You can also hear what's coming up in the next issue of Soap Opera Weekly. And it gives a way to kind of stay in touch in a way that's not so, you know, it's more very personal. When you're on the phone, you really feel like you're connected to somebody.
But it's also a long-distance calling card.
And it's a long-distance calling card. You can just use it to call anywhere in the country. It's rechargeable, so once you've used up the time, you can get more time and put your old calling card away and have your favorite soap fan in your wallet.
What does it cost?
They're $10 for the card. You get 5 minutes worth of entertainment and 5 minutes worth of long distance. And people are going crazy for them.
All right, I'll tell you what, Larry, I'm going to put the number where they can get in touch with you on the Live at 5 hotline. Folks, Wave of the Future, calling cards where you can get in touch with people you don't even know. Hey, when we come back, we're going to be talking about this guy and talking to this guy, Super Hunk, Joshua Morrow right there. Look at him. He's also going to be on front and center, so you can call in. But we're going to get our first crack at him when Live at 5 returns.
Go get him.
Okay.
Yeah, I got found and started doing this, and I got really lucky. So.
How'd you get found?
I was doing theater. We were getting reviewed in L.A. Some guy came out and saw it and said, you know, you should come out to L.A. and do it for money. And I said, okay. So started doing that and got lucky, hit this right away. So.
Are you liking doing the soap opera thing?
Oh, I love it. It's like a crash acting course, you know? I mean, you get 3 cameras, shoot every day a new script, and you're getting paid for it. So it's crazy. I love it.
Oh, that's incredible. Speaking of crazy, I guess, let's see, your mom is an alcoholic and a stripper, and your girlfriend is currently lying to you about being a virgin, though she has a child. How do you keep all that straight on the soap?
Well, you know, Nick himself had a quantum leap in age. He went from 8 to 17 overnight, so he himself is kind of dysfunctional as well. So, you know, soaps are, they breed on conflict and stuff, so I like it.
Okay. And this man thrives on conflict. If you want to talk to him, you can do it during Front and Center tonight. That's just about 15 minutes away right here on WoodTV 8. If you want more information about the Soap Opera Fanfare, you got to call this number right here because it's happening both tomorrow and Sunday, and they're expecting a lot of people here, folks, but you could be one of them. The weather's going to be great and a lot of fun to be had. If you want more information about any show we've ever done, why not call the Live at 5 hotline? The number there is 771-9618. So, with all that information at hand, get to it. But right now, let's talk to Suzanne Jiha and Larry Nienhuis. And you guys both think I'm innocent, don't you?
Oh, are you kidding? We know better, Gerry Barnaby.
Innocent or full of innocence? I don't know. Thanks, Gerry. Well, we'll begin here with more distressing news from Bosnia. A U.S. fighter plane is shot down there.
There is word the American pilot may be alive. We're going to have what's happening in their lives, like they have to keep being involved with those individuals who you say are like family.
Yeah, I mean, with all of us
You know, I don't think you can not watch for a week, because with our storylines at least, things move constantly. So you get so addicted, and if you miss a day, you're wondering, well, how are they reacting, and you know, are they okay, or are they still together? And you know, there's so many possibilities.
We're all so nosy, aren't we? We've got lots of callers. Let's hear what they have to say tonight. Connie, welcome to Front and Center with our soap opera stars.
Hi, I'm excited to be on.
Okay.
Young and the Restless is the only soap I watch.
Now, why is that?
Let's keep it that way.
Huh?
Let's keep it that way.
Oh, yes, it will be. But I have a question for you. In the storyline, you and Sharon are going to stay together, right?
Are we going to stay together? I would say yes. The fans are really liking our love story thing going on, and I think they're going to want to see us stay together, but conflict makes for good story, so there's always going to be little problems going on, and there's going to be some explosive stuff coming out really soon, I promise.
I want to just mention, I was reading your bio, Laura Lee. Your parents are involved in the production. They help write and produce soap operas, especially the one you're involved in, Young and Restless.
Mm-hmm.
Do they give you a sneak preview of what's coming up? Do you know months in advance of what's next?
No, I don't. We kind of made a pact when I started that I wouldn't get any special treatment. So, you know, I'm just like everyone else. When the script's in my dressing room, I'm racing to my pages, you know, hoping that I have, you know, something exciting coming up. And so, no, everyone thinks I do, but I really don't.
Okay. Ellen, you're next on the phone lines. Your comments.
Yeah, I was wondering if they have any say on what the writers write in their script.
Okay, Nick?
No, we don't. We just, I mean, like Lily said, we just literally get the scripts in our room, and we want to find out as much as you guys do what we're going to be doing. And so it's like we're like looking at it real fast and going, oh, that's great, or are you kidding? I mean, you know, we have to wait like everyone else does. We don't have any say in them.
And people might think that I do, but I don't either. They're about a month in advance.
They're shot a month in advance?
They're written a month in advance, and we're shot about 3 weeks in advance.
Okay,
so.
but Joshua, if you see something and you say, Nick would never say that's not right, it doesn't feel good, can you get away with doing that and changing it?
Well, my character's interesting because he's 17, so the show and writers give me some leeway on what I feel appropriate would be said. Like sometimes they'll be saying, neato, so I'll change it to cool, that's cool, you know. They give me a little leeway on that, but just as long as you keep the gist of what they're trying to portray, you know, they're gonna let you work with it. Because they, just like us, they want to see a good show, you know.
All right, next up, is it Joni or Tony?
Tony.
Go ahead.
Yes, I've watched Days of Our Lives in Another World since 1963 or somewhere.
Oh,
in there.
no.
Never missed an episode. And my daughter's interested in acting, and she's going to college next year, and I was wondering if there are any colleges in the Midwest with good drama programs to prepare her for an acting career.
I think Northwestern, I'm not sure. You know, really, whatever college she gets into, if she just gets into the drama classes and really studies, and maybe even look up some local acting teachers in the town, because a lot of people study with one person, they get a little stylized. So my suggestion is to study with as many people as you can, because everyone has different techniques, and I think that's really important to learn.
Dorothy, real quick, we'll get your question in. Are you there, Dorothy?
Yes, I am.
Go
Hi.
ahead.
Oh, what a thrill.
Hi, Dorothy.
I want to call them Nick and Cricket.
Go ahead.
Cricket, what are they going to do with Phyllis? I wish that the writers would get on with this. It just prolongs and prolongs.
Yeah. I don't know. We're getting close to figuring her out a little bit more. Would you like to see me back with Danny?
Pardon me?
Would you like to see me back with Danny?
No.
No. All right, well, then we don't worry about Phyllis. Maybe I'll just get together with Paul and we'll live happily ever after.
You guys, can the fans write in and suggest a plot line and the way things should go relationship-wise?
Sure, fan mail's wonderful.
The show likes to hear what the fans want to see. Granted, they're not going to, you know, listen exactly to everything they say, but, you know, they always like to get some input from the fans, because they're the ones who really are important. I mean, they make us #1, and we are #1, if I may reiterate that. Again, we are #1.
All right, and, I think you said it twice now. Joshua and Laura Lee, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks very much.
Anytime.
Enjoy your fanfare up in Mackinaw City.
Thank you.
Thanks, too, for all of your calls, Front and Center. Coming up.